And we are live once again. I'll just give it a sec to put the tweet out. So, it's been far too long since I got the chance to actually sit down and do more of this. But, on with the show. I don't remember exactly where I left us, but I know I did the Sunken Shrine stuff early. No, sorry, I did the Waterfall Cavern and got the Warp Cube early. And I will double check that as well. Let me just adjust my own volume settings there. Alright, so... key items. Yeah, so I got the Warp Cube early. The War Cube. Right, so we gotta do the Sunken Shrine next. Also, just worth noting from last time, we got the ability to cast spells, but we don't have any MP yet, because MP generates per level. Sorry, per 2 levels. So we have to get 2 levels to get 1 nug of MP. So I guess we're just gonna have to hold on until then. We don't have many like, what magic do we have? Cure, Protect, Blink. Like, Protect and Blink are actually gonna be really useful. So it would be handy if we could get like a couple casts of level 1. Blinder will be handy just for future reference, I guess. Cura probably won't be. Null Blaze and Null Shot could be. But we've already done the Blaze boss, the Fire boss. So there's only the... Is there even a Lightning boss in this game? Probably is, right? Anyway, the music here is incredible. And I'm just going to check the map, figure out where to go. Usually it's just go down a set of stairs, but there's rooms here, so I'm just going to have to explore a little bit. Once I get inside a room, I can use the map to check anyway. Back at it again with the auto attack. Here we go. That's how we do. Oh, I do not like magic. Do not like when the enemies use magic. So, did we get any MP slots from that? Nope. Oh, we won't. It won't show up anyway because we need to like go to a tavern or something to actually see the effects of it. Right. So we can see inside all these rooms. There's only treasure in the room to the left, so we're gonna go there. And hopefully, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. We'll get plenty of XP in this dungeon anyway, so it'll be a good place to get some levels. And if I have to, like, once this stream's done, if I have to grind a little bit off camera, I completely will do. This game's super chill. I've really been enjoying playing through it. I cannot wait to get to the other remasters. Because Final Fantasy 3 is also like one of my favorite games in the series. Okay, so we got some... Those enemies are really close together, that's odd. It's an odd placement. You know what? I'm just going to refresh myself in our equipment too. We've got an Ice Brand, a Defender, an Ice Brand, and a Flame Sword. Nice. Gil is kind of useless, but... whatever, I'll take it. I like how... my neighbors have been quiet all day, and the moment I start streaming, I can hear, like, them doing something. Knocking away at something in the background. This dungeon is so weird. I guess there's no doors anywhere, so there's no reason to explore that way. Let's just head north. I'm about to get mad. I'm about to get legit mad. Can't even... so much noise. Right. Hopefully this was the correct path, because there's the other exit on the opposite side. Also, these dudes are not dying in one hit, which is a worry. A genuine fear. They're doing a lot of damage. At times. That's what makes me scared for this dungeon. Wait a minute, I'm gonna go back in there a sec. Okay, just a little room by itself. I get the feeling that this is gonna be like some bullshit, frankly. Okay, back to the one it kills. Oh, no, maybe not, spoke too soon. I think Icebrand is doing that little bit extra damage there, just to push us over the edge. Nothing. There's not even... I'm gonna check see if there was like even a gap in the floor, because there might be. It might be another one of those dungeons where you have to fall through. No. Cool. Can I like walk off the edge to get down to a lower floor? Or is this whole path just like a way to get to treasure? Most of the treasure so far has been pretty useless. Other than the ice brands and the fire brand one. Those were handy. Now there's another exit down here. I'm not going to test the jumping off the side thing. I know some dungeons have done it, but I'm going to be back at the top floor around here. Man, we need to get some levels anyway, so I'm not going to complain about the extra XP. Some nice misses, some nice blocks coming in. No, this is not the first floor. Which I guess is good. We get that. In fact, do I need to heal? No, we're good. Alright, let's check. So, treasure in literally every room. Guess we're gonna go clockwise. Monsters! Maybe we'll find some cool armor or weapons in this on this floor. So now we've done 2 levels since job changing, so I think we should start to get MP. Yeah, they've got 1 MP for each type of magic there. Just a shame we can't use any of it yet. Because I can see Blink and Protect could be really useful in certain dungeons. Yeah, these snakes aren't doing diddly bang. Why did that troll regen? Did I blink and miss it casting a regen on itself? There's gonna be monsters in yeah. Oh, those red things, they can one-shot us. I wasn't even paying attention. Because I would have targeted them first. Oh my god, we're getting lucky. If the cockatrice says we can still like cure it. Because they can turn us to stone, but we can just like I can chuck a gold needle on that. Okay, the red ones are dead. Oh, that scared me. That could have been a really... We got very lucky there because I was not paying attention at all. Giant's gloves and more monsters. Don't remember what the Giant's gloves do. I'm also gonna double cheese my guide real quick. There's apparently a lot of treasure in here, so... We also need to get the Rosetta Stone, which is on the 5th floor. Now, I don't remember which floor we're on, so I'm gonna check. Doesn't say. I can't, like, check the map here. Well, I'm gonna assume we're not. Just auto-attack these. Should probably heal Aymeric a little bit. Speaking of Aymeric, I've been rewatching some Final Fantasy XIV cutscenes, because obviously, for those who don't know, Aymeric is a character in Final Fantasy XIV. Every character that I've named on this playthrough is an FF14 character. And yeah, that game is just like unbelievably good still. Even on the like 4th or 5th rewatch of the same set of cutscenes, I'm like, hell yeah! Especially Endwalker. No spoilers from me though. If I do end up replaying all of FF14 and recording it, because I'm tempted to, we'll get to my thoughts on that game. But I love it. I absolutely love it. Outside of that. Good XP and a light axe. I should actually check how he's poisoned. That's the wrong button. These menus are a little bit annoying. Right, let's actually check our equipment now. That's the wrong one. Getting mad at these menus. Okay, light axe is okay. It would be... it would probably be beneficial to give him the light axe. No elemental damage, but like... that's probably for the best in a water dungeon, especially with a fire sword. So yeah. And then the giant's gloves... no, they're the same as the Mithril gloves. Gloves that cast Saber when used. Oh, so I can do magic with it, but I don't know what Saber does. What did I just get rid of? Oh, the ribbon. Let's keep the ribbon on him. There we go. Alright, one more chest to get in this room over here. Don't trust those deep eyes. That thing looks like an enemy that could one-shot me. It gave me a lot of XP, so... there's no other treasure here. Well... another ribbon, that's actually really good to get. I'm gonna give the ribbon to, oh, man, he loses a lot of defense for this. But, like... the ribbon's super good, so I'm just gonna give him it. He's our main defensive dude, he'll be fine. What? Fat Nuts 420's in the chat. Get out of here. You don't have Fat Nuts, you're a liar. I ain't seen him. This is true video gaming, though. You are correct. This is me pulling out a guide and nerding out over it. You see, I earned 2 MP at 6012. Oh, hey, Louie. I'm just here being an idiot. And then so when I actually, like, people I actually know pop in. How's everyone doing? I'm gonna heal these dudes up real quick. Get some potions out there. Don't want to overheal them though. Yeah, man, I've never actually finished this game before, so I was like, instead of do like a serious playthrough, why not do a joke playthrough? Where I just all warrior and most of my fights are just auto-attacking. But you see, you're coming into this at the best point because we just unlocked magic for these characters, because warriors don't get that until they class up to knights. So now I can finally cast like really shit white magic, which changes the game completely. No, it gives me like some defensive options. That's about it. I can raise my evasion, and I can cast protect. Like, wait, let me just get back in here and check the map. The little glitch that the map does is it shows you everything if you're inside a room. So the other side of this area is where I need to be. That's the crystal. So take the bridge over. I feel like I've missed that Rosetta Stone item that I was after, but I think I know where it is, so I'll come back for it. I'll teleport out after killing the boss and then dive back in. Because I'm pretty sure it's through a staircase on the right-hand side of the entrance. And I'm not going to go all the way back now to get it. Anyway, how is everyone in the chat? That coffee is cold and I just made it. Hell yeah. one-shot them all, please. I guess that ice sword seems to be doing a lot of damage. I have no idea why. Yeah, I played the PSP version a long time ago. But this is the remaster, the recent remaster that came out on Steam. That's why like a lot of the pixel art looks really nice. The only thing that doesn't look nice in the base version of this remaster is the fonts. So I've fixed them. I just there's a really easy fix, so I just did that. The fonts are all like squished in and weird normally. Technically the game is currently using the Japanese font, which fits a lot nicer. Right, there's nothing to the right, so I'm just gonna head in and quick save. Let's overheal my team. It's a shame I can't heal my MP. Like I can for a little bit, but only 2 bits. Like can't use a tent here. Okay, what magic have I got? Because it might be worth giving this guy Blink so he can raise his own evasion. Oh. So if I give him some MP... Because this fight's going to be brutal, just a heads up. This is going to be mean. Oh, it feels like it is. Yeah, I never finished the PSP one, so... I was like, I got like halfway through it. You humans do impress, I would not afford to see you here. It's a Kraken, spoilers. Oh man, that pixel art. That looks great. I love that. But do you think you can defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools! These dark depths shall be your tomb. Probably will be. We're probably gonna lose. Right, I'm gonna throw out a blink immediately. Everyone else just attack. Oh, okay, so he can actually... If we all had magic, we'd be able to cure that. Only this guy has magic, so... Luckily, our accuracy is actually pretty good. Let me get a load of this music real quick. Okay. Okay, it's a good theme. They redid all the music too, so... God damn it. I feel like it might be... Oh, that is such a good track. It might be a bad idea to try and remove blind from everyone, so I'm just gonna let the attacks go. In fact, we'll auto-attack so it goes a bit quicker. Oh my god, no we won't. Oh, actually 100 damage is not too bad. I panicked for a second. We only took 100, it's fine. Warrior with the glasses is just cool warrior, so he's fine too. Now we got 2 cool warriors. Definitely not blinded. Easy. I thought we were gonna lose. I was fully expecting a loss there. The Lich fight went a hell of a lot worse. That was a very rough fight. Ah, the 4 twins are out. And that's the water crystal done. Only 1 left to do then. Yep, the wind one, and I'll also real quick. I'll scooch out of here and then head up to the thing that I missed. Back in. You know what, while I'm here, where's the inn? Is there an inn? Yeah, there is. Let's get that magic regen so we can actually cast if need be. Oh, that coffee's foul. Look at the water effect on this fountain. It looks really high frame rate compared to everything else. Right, what do you want? Oh, I've already done that, don't worry about it. Back in we go to get this stone. I'm going to check my key items as well to make sure I didn't just pick it up and not realise. Because that would be something that I would do. No, we don't have it. So I'm pretty sure it's in that staircase to the right there. They did such a good job with the music in this remaster. I keep like having moments where I'm just like controller down and just listening to it. It always reminds me of the FF14 equivalent to the music though. Because FF14's FF14's OST is extremely good. Alright, let me... Sorry, I was just refreshing my chat because my chat is shit. It keeps breaking. Let's kill Blue D. I cannot talk today, which is really bad because my job involves talking. Alright, let me check all the rooms. There is a chest there, and 2 down there, and 1 over there. So we'll go we'll go counterclockwise is what I was gonna say just then. Counterclockwise. Counterclockwise. Right. I wish there was a way to reduce encounters just while I'm trying to get treasure, because... Oh, I'm gonna have to walk back out of here too. Thinking about it. The reason I'm using auto battle instead of mashing A to attack, I mean obviously it's quicker, but also it makes the animations in battle quicker. Right, so I want to go up and then head back down and around. Okay. Yeah, it makes all the animations a lot quicker. So if I'll show you now actually. If I just sit and mash it, these animations are like a little bit slower. Like, when I'm in the next fight, I'll just hit auto battle and we'll see. So if sorry, I've already hit it before the fight even loads. You see how quick they are? It's like 1.5 speed. Monsters. Oh no, diamond armor. Okay, yeah. It was worth coming back down here. Guards against lightning. I'm just gonna give him this straight away. Because I'm pretty sure the wind... I'm getting real annoyed. Pretty sure the wind element crystal is gonna have a lot of lightning stuff. Because in this game, those two elements are the same. Because arrow doesn't exist. And the way aggro works in this game is that whoever is at the top of the party list is more likely to get hit. Oh, that's the way it's supposed to work anyway. Whether the remaster fixed it from the original, I don't know. Because I don't believe it worked like that in the very first game. Although, having said that, I don't remember. I barely played the original, I just know that most of it didn't function. These ghosts are a little bit scary because they can cast Fundara. So it's okay, yeah, we'll be okay. We killed him. It's always good to get 2 of them out of the way. That was a bad level up. That was a bad one too. Oh, I'm walking around it. Another light axe. I kinda, yeah, I don't... Oh, effective against undead. I didn't read that on the thing. Cast Diara when used. Okay. Effective against undead. Does less damage though. So maybe I will leave that. Right, so we're going along here. I got some weird comments. Well, not weird comment. Got one very odd comment that threw me through a loop the other day on my YouTube, by the way. Someone put that they've been watching me make videos since they were a kid, which is just bizarre. Yeah, no worries, Louis. I'll see you around this time. All the VODs are going to be up on YouTube, so if you need some good background noise, by all means, it's there. I've been trying to like make content again a little bit, which sounds wanky to say, but It's just fun. Good excuse to play through every Final Fantasy game again. Right, is this the Rosetta Stone? Nope. Come on, don't screw me over. It's 5th floor, so... Oh. Oh my god. It's gonna be in here somewhere. At least I can check the route. That's odd. Do I have to, like... I guess I've technically saved this person. I guess. So I'm gonna have to check every room, aren't I? If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn to sea foam and vanish forever. I assume the light of the sea is the crystal. I hate this. At least the doors stay open so I can see which ones I've been in. Diamond Armor. That might be handy to put on now. Wait. Oh, it's a ring. Yeah, it's a ring. That's mage armor. Or maybe, I don't know, ninja armor. It's not for my warrior anyway. Yeah, thank God we can see which rooms we've been in. Breathe underwater? How? I don't know. I forgot. I picked up a key item that let me do it. Is there anything over here? There's more... Oh, it loops. It loops over here. So I need to go back and check that room that I skipped. But actually, no. I'll go get this treasure first. What? There's the Rosetta Stone we were after. Don't really know what it does. Tablet inscribed with writing. Diamond gloves, diamond helm. Nice. Yeah, fuck it. I'll give him that, and I'll give the ribbon to Atwarel. He's got a ruby armlet on. Yeah, he's got a diamond armlet now. I mean, I guess it is an improvement. Yeah, there's not really any reason to not let him use that. And then if I do that... Yeah, I mean... Feels weird, but... the flame mail is better there. Well, anyway... So, now we go back around. We've got that stone, so I just want to check all these rooms out. Is there another staircase here, too? No. Good. Good. Kill. Hello. I guess the implication is that I am freeing them all, but like... It doesn't seem like it. Those the crystals you speak of? Yeah, we got them crystals, girl. Oh, so I climbed up the tower to go this way. I guess I didn't look at the shape of the stairs. One antidote. You kidding me? Wait. Mirage Tower stands in the desert to the east of the continent. I saw someone go into the tower. I heard the most lovely chiming sound. Is that like a... I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get to it. Alright, how many rooms left? Right at the top. And also this one here. While the Fiend of Water lives, the light of the sea grows darker. Don't worry, we already murdered him. In cold blood. Diamond Shield! So this dude has like the full Lightning Protect set. So at least during the next fight you should be okay. You know, really I should have like bounced it all out. 5,000 gil. And then more gil. Kind of annoying because we don't need gil anymore. Like look at that. Right, now to leave. Which is probably going to be a right track. What? That was weird. My controller wouldn't let me move. It's just like up here, isn't it? Yeah. Directly up. Right, check out of here, but at least we get XP. I'll finish this crap coffee. I'm trying not to drink near the mic because no one wants to hear like gulp gulp gulp. Although it probably did still come through. I had a coffee mustache go in then. You know what? Oh, it's one shot. I was gonna take another sip, but no point. I need like a big group of enemies to pop so that I can like down the drink. Okay, yeah, we're back in the main room. Nice. Let's just bail. This'll be enough. Ugh. Ugh. That was awful. Genuinely a miserable coffee, that. Oh, come on, we were right there. And we're ambushed too, so this thing's just gonna do some crap to murder us, right? Okay, good. I was legit worried. Let's head back. Okay, time for me to check the guide. We've got the warp cube and the Rosetta Stone. Oh, we have to go back to Melmond now. Back to Melmond, and then to Lufenia. Yeah, I've already done it, don't worry. Sometimes my controller just likes to cut out when I press left, which is really annoying. Okay, what? How much magic can we cast? Still only 2? I guess we are only level 37. I wasn't planning on like grinding out to max level or anything. But I also don't know what level you're supposed to be for the final boss. I feel like we won't have a problem though, because like we're all gonna be so buff at that point. And I've got enough healing that... Can I not do bigger numbers? Okay. There we go. Right, now's the time to stock up on ethers. How many of these have I got? It doesn't tell me. Oh no, it does tell me. Sorry, I missed... I'm blind. Get 10 of each of these. 9 of them. Screw it, put some remedies in. We are like good to go on healing. It's not even really affecting the gil count, which is great. We're at that point now. We don't have to worry about any of that. I'm gonna do a manual save here just to make sure that we're all good. Onto the ship. So Melmond, I believe, is like... Oh, come on, I'm on the ship. Nah, it's preemptive anyway, so we're good. Right, what button's the map? Square. Melmond. Oh, it's down there, okay. There's some scientist there that I've got to talk to. And then we go to Lufenia. I don't really remember much. This is about the part of the game where I stopped playing, I think. On my old PSP playthrough. Actually, I think it was before the Sunken Shrine. So there should be like a scientist or something here that I can give Is it this little mage in the corner? No. The gnome? I guess I'm just gonna wander around and talk to everyone. Let's check the inn. Just in case. Yeah, there's no one here. I didn't really expect there to be anyone there, but you never know. This dog? No. I'm starting to think maybe the guide had the wrong town listed. so I will double check it. North near the graves. Oh, this dude. There we go. This is the Rosette Stone. It makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Okay, give me the thing. And now he just taught us an entire language. Da 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 da. It's that simple. That's how you learn a new language. You just like nod a bit and then get talked at. Alright, onwards we go. How would you have figured that out as a kid? Because like I checked the guide, obviously, I'm not wasting my time. But as a kid, that would have taken like months. Because you'd have to go to every town, talk to every NPC again. Can I like... So this is where we're supposed to go. But yeah, you can't land around here, so... It's gonna be all the way up north. All the way up here. Christ, okay. Well... If we get lucky... Nope. I was gonna say, what if we got lucky and had no encounters? Yeah, pretty sure. I was about to say, usually I'd be scared of magic, but these dudes don't hit too hard, so we should be okay. And I could always throw out a Cura if I need to. It's a shame we don't get like a big group heal spell, because then I could just assign one of my dudes to be a healer. Come on, we're right there. That is literally a dinosaur. Just like straight up. Okay, we're in Lufenia. There are sky people, use a Veshkan airship. Built by one of our ancestors. Built by Sid. Good old Sid. I need to check the map so I can see, because this is not like a normal town. This is a fake town that exists purely for NPC talking. Because I think one of them is supposed to give you something or point you in the right direction. I guess it's none of these dudes. Oh, get out of the way! Like, these houses don't even have doors. That's how futuristic these people are. They're one step ahead of all of us. Wait, this castle that floats high above the clouds was once home to our ancestors. Do I get like warped up there? We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It's been said they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. And that explains the random bats that have been hanging out in certain dungeons, I guess. They're just people. Wait, Tiamat blocks the power of the wind. Is it this person? Oh, we get the bell here. Yeah. The final key item needed to access the dungeon where the final fiend is. Let me read the key item text, because that's tradition. A dulcet chime of Lufenian origin. So now we just have to go fly to that desert. Does this have different... Nope, we're still filthy. Who'd have thought? I think this area here is like good for grinding because of those Allosaurus that can pop up. Maybe, because that gave me like 3000 XP. But I'm not going to waste my time finding out. So next up is Tower of Mirage, which then leads into the Flying Fortress. This section is really long. Let me just read something real quick. Yeah, this section, if I remember right, is stupidly long. Because I've seen parts of this game. It's been speedrun before. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 dungeons that are connected together. So you've got like 8 floors of dungeon to progress through. But we are like stupidly stocked up still. And the Mirage Tower is like there. Beep. So I just have to like land somewhere. Why did I try and land on it? I think I have to go like down here. Yeah. Before I do that, let's head to... You know what? I think it might have been a town not that far off Melmond. I think it might have actually been Melmond that had the armor, the Mithril Armor. Let's just check, see if it's any good. I meant to check this earlier, but I wasn't thinking about it. So, kinda... Let's grab 2 of them. Fuck it. Let's grab 4 of them. Really? Great Helms are good? Oh, they've got ribbons on. So no, Great Helms are not good. It just looks like they are. Okay. I guess the light axe is still the best weapon because it's auto-correcting to it. Yeah, makes sense. I need to, while I'm doing inventory crap, salt and then check. So I want to check these staves. So we actually have access to a bunch of magic just through using some of the weapons. Heal's kind of crap, we don't really need it. And then we've got obviously Fire Confuse, Tiara, Saber. Don't really know what Saber does. Let's find out. Let's go into like a random overworld battle. While I'm here, I don't think there's anything in here, but yeah, okay. Yeah. I wonder whether we've like hit that point where we're pretty much good to go for weapons. We can still make the Excalibur. But other than that, I don't remember. Right. Let's just get rid of some of these first. So we're not being attacked and taking tons of time. Right. How much damage does this do? Oh, actually... No, we'll do that last, because I don't want to kill them all. Tiara's multi-hit as well. What else have we got? Saber should be... So I think Saber might be like a buff on us. And then you two just defend. So is that like an attack buff? Because that could be really handy. Yeah, I guess it is. Shit, that could be really useful. Confuse is probably not great, because they just turn around immediately. Screw them, let's try some of the attacks. We probably won't kill them, because our magic stats should be like really crap. Let's see. Although these enemies are pretty weak, so yeah. I mean, that did kill them just because they have low health. So maybe the attack spells are not worth using, but other than that, Confuse might have a use, maybe. I'm more interested in Saber. Right. You know what? Let's heal up. If it'll let me land near this town, yeah, okay, good. Gaia, yeah, Gaia does have a bunch of shops, okay. Most of these shops are useless, because we can't learn beyond level 3 white magic. What time are we on? 45 minutes? Let's get started on the next dungeon. I'm not in it for super long today, but I'd like to get some decent progression. Because if I remember right, we're not too far off the end. Let me just check. Yeah, Tower of... We're literally like 3 dungeons away from the end. Let me just check the adamantite. I'm gonna do a little Google real quick while this funky ass music plays. So in this game, the adamantite is what you need to make Excalibur. It's found on the 2nd floor of the Flying Fortress, right. Let's bear that in mind. Oh, I didn't mean to try and land then. Yeah, let's bear that in mind because we're gonna need to grab that stuff. Because I want to make Excalibur before we go out to the final boss. It's just like a no-brainer. Why wouldn't you want the strongest weapon? Oh my god, okay. So we're fighting robots now. Oh shit, it's on auto. Well, let's see if any of this magic does anything. The DR probably won't do anything at all. Let's go back to just attacking. There we go. Alright. Oh my god, there's a lot of treasure there. I don't even need it, but I want it. Like, I could just leave. I could leave out that door there at the bottom and start heading up. But there's probably stuff and things. Whoa. That's straight up like a Dark Souls Black Knight. I mean, obviously, this game came first, but like... And I'm pretty sure Black Knights in Japanese media are all based on Berserk anyway. Now that I think about it. But still. A tent. Oh, please let these be useful. 3 chimeras? That could be bad. Nope, never mind. In any other game, in Dragon's Dogma, 3 chimeras would be a problem. Aegis Shield. Vorpal Sword, okay. Hold up. Vorpal Sword is not very good. That's kind of disappointing. What about the Aegis Shield? Protects against stone and poison. He doesn't have a ribbon on, so that would be good to put on him. And then, yeah, you have the diamond shield. Snort? We don't recommend that. That's not on brand. We don't condone this message. Man, we got a trash level up in there. Healing Helm. I guess, is that going to be a helm that has regen? No, I just cast heal when used. I mean, it's better than a Mithril Helm. I guess. Heal's not going to do much for these characters though, because they don't have the stats for it. It's sort of a last minute kind of thing. I wonder if I can... You can't use it from this menu, can you? Well, he's got it equipped, so I guess not. Yeah, but if you click use on, like, any of these, it just tries to equip them, doesn't it? Let me, for my own curiosity, let me just test this. Wrong button. Yeah, you can't, like... No. I was really hoping it'd let me use it, because that would be free healing. Not that buying potions is a problem, but free healing, you can't really complain. Right, next floor. We're not in the Flying Fortress yet, so I don't have to worry about the adamantite. I think this is like 3 floors, or maybe 5 floors. Those red dudes. Yeah, this is like 3 to 5 floors, and then there's another 3 floors of the Flying Fortress. Let's check the map again. Okay, so we're gonna have to walk... Wait, do we really have to walk all the way around? There's no gap on this side? No? Shit, man. Then if I want the treasure that's in that room... Okay. Like, that's not a door there, right? No. Well, this dungeon immediately sucks. But I guess that's what these games were like, but way back. A lot of fights where you can put your controller down if you have auto battle or a turbo button. I've never actually used a turbo button in any game. I had I think I had a controller that had one for the GameCube, but I never used it. I can't really think of a GameCube game where it'd be useful. Did I just... Every time I end up in a battle, I'm looking at some other shit and then a battle pops up just to screw me over and make me lose train of thought. No, we're good. I thought there were two paths here. That robot there is going to be annoying, I can feel it. Good preemptive strike, get rid of some of these. Might have been worth testing Diara on these mummies, but I don't think it would have done much damage anyway. We're not far off a level up either. God, I hate these things. These were-tigers with a really weird sprites. They just look like tiger heads. They don't look like they have a body. I might throw some potions out in a second. We're also reaching a point where high potions don't really cut it. And I can't buy X potions. I don't know if you actually can. Maybe like later you can? Okay, so there's treasure here. At least it wasn't completely pointless. Kill the red things. Oh, I have PTSD every time I see them. I'm glad those misses are coming in. Those blocks. I'll never get over that fight where like 3 of my dudes got took out by 3 of the red bird thingies. And it was either try to res or run. Pretty sure I ran. Okay, Gil, Thor's hammer. Can any of us lift that? Cast Fundara when used. Really? That's really shit. I'm assuming that's a white mage weapon. Like an endgame white mage weapon. Because otherwise... there's no point to it. Dragon Mail, that could be good. And Sunblade. I think Dragon Mail might protect against every element. Oh, just fire and ice, okay. And it's on par with Diamond Armor. And then we got the Sunblade, effective against the undead. If I follow tradition, he should have that. Because he's the one that should get targeted less. Really? Auto-corrects to Dragon Mail? Let's just, yeah, do that and then put the ribbons back on. Probably a waste of time, but it's good to auto equip gear just to make sure I've got the strongest stuff on. Right, back at it. Immediate battle. These dungeons are going to take me so long because I just cannot resist this treasure. I needs it. It's a problem. Should be able to one-shot these. Yeah, no biggie. No big doochie. I hope that robot isn't a problem. Hellhounds, they're not going to do much, right? Yeah. Yeah, that ain't shit. The ribbons actually have elemental protection too, I'm pretty sure. So they're kind of OP. Like, they're gonna be really handy, I think, because they're cutting that damage in half. Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp cube and went to see our master. I already got the warp cube, baby. I guess that's a warning to, like, not proceed if you don't have the key item that you need. Blue dragon. I thought that was gonna be like some kind of mini boss then. Right. Quick save time. And then talk to this. I guess it's just gonna be like a mini boss. Yeah. Another blue dragon. Ah! Okay, that's not as bad as I thought it would be. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. We'll take you to the Flying Fortress. We're going to space. To space! Whee! So now we have to be on the lookout for that adamantite. Let's go anti-clockwise. We'll go left, then down, right, and then up. I don't think I've ever heard the music for this place either, so I might just let it play a second. Yeah, it's not bad. Kind of an interesting tune to use for a dungeon that's set like in the sky above the world. You'd think they would use like, I don't know, maybe something a bit more sci-fi, but I'm not complaining, it's an okay track. There's definitely worse tracks. I guess these guys are weaker to magic than they are physical. Doesn't matter anyway, got a level up, nice. Those were okay level ups. One potion and a bunch of gil. This is the part of the game where they run out of cool stuff to give you in the treasure chests, so like every chest is gil. And you don't need gil, because at this point you're killing like tons of shit. Look at the gil I've got. I spent a solid like 70k earlier and it wasn't a big deal. Oh my god, we just destroyed Medusa so quick. I feel kind of bad. Razor. It's a dagger, scourge. Would be useful if we were doing a ninja run or something like that. That could be fun in future, actually. Do like a run where I, now that I know the game a hell of a lot better, I could do a run where I actually pick up specific things. Did I really just say that and then move on? I didn't even finish my sentence. Pick up specific things for the jobs that I'm playing, so that I can, like, you know, do a bit more strategy. I like... I ended the sentence and then just moved on mentally, and caught myself afterwards. I wonder if there's a modding scene for this particular version of FF1 too. Because it could be fun to, like, mod in classes. I'm mostly thinking, like, what if they added a blue mage? Because a blue mage playthrough of this could be interesting. There's like a bunch of unique skills, and they could have each of the fiends give you a skill to kind of like balance it a little bit, I guess. Make some of them unlockable later. Another healing helm, protect ring. I don't think we've all got. I can't talk. We've all got protect rings. The healing helm is kinda not great. So, yay. Yeah, if I do another run of this, what I'll do is make my own sort of guide to where items are that I want. And that way I can skip most chests and just sort of beeline. So instead of taking like 8 hours to beat the game, or however long it's been so far, it would take 5. I don't know, I'd be under level too, so that'd be a problem. Like, what level are we at? Yeah, 39, and we're 6 hours in nearly. That's not too bad. The how long to beat for this game says it'll take 20 odd hours, but I guess that is accounting for going around and talking to every NPC and that kind of thing. Which obviously I'm not doing. I refuse to do that, because it would take far too long. Right, let me check all these. Yep, a bunch of treasure except for that bottom left one, but that might have a person in it. So I feel like maybe I should check it. Diamond gloves. Oh, we've actually got a couple pairs of diamond gloves not being used. I guess because of the protect rings? They do guard against instant death, which is why those red things aren't killing me. It finally dawned on me that I accidentally did a good strategy. Okay, I mean, I may as well stick with the protect rings if they're on par, you know? Like, I'm making sure I don't get killed. I really should learn the name of the red thing and stop calling them that. It's like a red cockatrice. Death Knight. That's like the same sprite as the Black Knight, but I guess a little bit darker. Diamond shield, ribbon, another ribbon. So we got 3 of them now. And to be honest, we don't need too many of them because I can just gear up my armor effectively for any resistances that I need. Right, I'm gonna head up here and then save the bottom 2 for last. Because the bottom 2 are less exciting. One of these chests here has that adamantite for the Excalibur. Cottage, Mithril Helm, worthless. I could do with getting a solid, like, how many? You get 1 MP point for every 2 levels. So I could do with getting, what? Like 16 levels, just so I've got a full set of MP, of 10 MP for each slot. That would be handy. Adamantite, no. I'm pretty sure it's on this floor, so it's gotta be in one of the bottom 2. Yeah, like, there's a good enemy skill, Poison Darts. That could be one that you learn from these Manticore things. I wonder... And also, if they're like... If you could mod this game, there's no reason why you can't mod the FF3 port... remaster. So... I don't remember if FF3 already has Blue Mage. Because I haven't played it in... years. Since the DS version, really. Wakey wakey. He's not still asleep, no. Wait, his border is in white. That makes me think he's asleep. But I guess not. Why is his border in white? That's so odd. Is it because of his equipment? Hmm. Oh, that's the one that's being used on the overworld, because you can choose. There's your adamantite. I'm glad I checked this bottom left room that would have had nothing in it. Yeah, the character that's walking around on the overworld is the one that's highlighted, and usually, you know, you'd have 4 characters to pick from that are all different. Usually. Alright, one more room. Oh, set of rooms. Set of rooms, set of treasures. Again, I can't do words. Hey, if there's folks in chat right now, how is the audio, by the way? Just so I know. Because I can never tell if the game is like too loud or too quiet. I have it turned down on my headphones, but that's like a scroll wheel on my headphones. A black robe and a white robe. I wonder what jobs those two are for. Can't even look at them on the equip screen. Guards against fire and instant death cast Invisora when used. Guards against ice and time irregularities cast Blizzard. I mean, they're probably pretty good for Black Mage and White Mage, but the one cool thing about doing the night run is that they can actually equip a lot of weapons, even stuff they shouldn't usually be able to. Like, if I wanted to give them the, like, endgame ninja weapon, I could. That thing's terrifying. Whatever that monster is that I just murdered, that thing's a nightmare. Right, Christ, this floor's huge! Let's just head north, and then once I'm in this room, I can check the map. I still don't like the sprite for this thing, whatever, Rakshasa. The were-tiger sprite that's just recolored. Alright, every room's gonna have treasure. That room looks like it has something, but I don't know what. It's probably a puzzle there. Or something. Or it could be fuck all. Hey, we got Cool Warrior. Whenever a warrior gets blinded now, I'm just gonna say it's Cool Warrior. From this observation window, you can look out on the entire world. Can I do that? Does it actually let me? Or is that just him saying that? Oh, you can. Four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as mist converging on a single point. A point at the center of the four altars. This must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. So it's in the middle of the ocean. No, it's like on the... Oh yeah, it's like right at the beginning of the game you go there. You go there and you kill Garland, and he's like, oh no, I'm dead. And that's the game over. No spoilers from me. I'm not gonna spoil the lore implications. Gold needle, gill, clothes. The absolute audacity of them giving me clothes this late in. Protect cloak. God, that is like... that is so cool. I guess the protect cloak would be like, a shield for ninjas, maybe? Or monks? Because I imagine they don't have many options when it comes to their offhand. Oh, we killed Dracula. I guess... from here... Yeah, let's check out these two lower rooms and then we'll head to the left one. There's probably a puzzle here, so I will quickly refer back. So, oh actually yeah, there is a tiny chance of encountering the war mech here, which is basically a boss fight as a random encounter. I'm gonna save now that I've remembered this. Remembered this by looking at the guide. Analyzing Tiamat, no known weakness. Okay. I guess these two floors are just gonna like give me a bit of information. Oh, the one that can only be found on the final floor, which is the same floor as Tiamat. Spoilers, but we already know that Tiamat's the boss, so not really. Are there secrets and Easter eggs in this game? Actually, in one of the earlier episodes, we found the grave of Link from The Legend of Zoldo, because they have a little grave that's like, here lies Link. And it was a little like tongue-in-cheek like, oh, we're the Zelda killer. You probably know this already and you're just fucking with me though. Because it is like staple Final Fantasy knowledge. Really? So I came to this room for nothing? Okay. Yeah, they were doing like a dunk on Nintendo. It was like a, yeah, we killed we killed Link, and also me, by trying to talk. Oh, that came out of nowhere. Yeah, they were trying to like basically put Nintendo in their place despite the fact that this game was on Nintendo. I think it was more of like a friendly like hee hee than it was an actual jab. Those were awful level ups. They sucked. What are my stats now? These stats feel too low. My strength is barely budged. Whoa! Hoshfan's strength is huge! This dude's dick's so big! I'm gonna have to make sure he gets the stronger weapon. Yeah, they actually killed Zelda, the main character of Zelda. They put Zelda in his grave. I think there might be like a Samus reference in this game too. Sasuke's blade? What is this Naruto bullshit? I can't even... Is this even a weapon? A small katana used by ninja. I guess it is like the endgame ninja weapon. We can't use that. I love that Rakshasa sprite. I mean, she's dead now, but it's a cool sprite. Every now and then there's a sprite where I'm like, hell yeah. Did a good job on that. Second to last floor now. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm pretty sure this just loops. So the fastest way would be to go, like, down. Also, explain to me the logistics of how this loops. Because it's supposed to be like an airship. Like a floating city in the sky type deal. So how does this loop? That shit makes no sense. Get it together, Square Enix. You made this game 25, 30 years ago and you still haven't fixed it. There's a plot hole. Alright, so this floor we're on now has a extremely small chance of the war mech being encountered. Which is like... it'll fuck us, basically. It'll absolutely nuke us if we do encounter it. I mean, maybe I could take it, because we're quite buff, like, defensively. It's just healing that my team have a problem with. The real problem of the warrior-only run is just that we have no efficient self-heal. If we could buy X potions, we'd be okay, but we can't, so... oh, we can't yet. There's probably a place for you to farm them. Right. Okay, here we go. The Lich, Marilith, the Kraken, you've defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. It's Tiamat. All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind is what I was gonna say. The Fiend of Wind be the last to burn in your eyes. Alright. That's actually a really good sprite. Okay. So this boss fight, we can actually do magic, finally. So, we're gonna do some strategy. Hold up. Blink. I'm just gonna do some blinks first. We've only got 2 casts. Oh. So, you just put the word Grand Wizard in chat. Try not to do that. I'll mod you, because I know you're not trying to actually do that. Hang on, it won't let me do it. That's so funny. I think I accidentally just blocked that term as well. Manage user? No, I don't want to do that. It won't let me... Now I've opened another window up. Bro, it's all kicking off. You know what? I'll mod you, but I'm gonna do it after this very epic and intense boss fight that I need to pay attention to, because I'm in the middle of the fight. Right. That was so funny. This intense music playing and you're getting modded for putting Grand Wizard in the chat. That's so funny. I mean, rightly so, that phrase should be... Oh my god. Okay. This fight's showing its balls now. His name's Tiamat. Not even close to Wizardo. Right. This fight's gonna be real because it's dishing out pretty significant damage. I don't believe we can silence it, but we can... Haha! We can null shock! Okay. I'm gonna null blaze as well, just in case. I'm pretty sure Tiamat just does lightning damage anyway. But if we have null shock and null blaze, just in case there is anything. Because we're not dishing out great damage anyway. How did null shock miss? How are we missing ourselves? We don't... Is that because of the blink spell? Because we've got evasion? Okay, screw it. Let's just attack. I'll try null shock again when blink wears off. Oh, I still... We do have, yeah, okay. We might need to heal next as well. We're only going to be able to heal 150 HP per turn. They got them twins. It's an 8-sword adventure right now. Okay, we're throwing out some high potions. Should I do another round of high potions? No, that'd be overkill. Let's just attack. Let's get some damage in. I'm probably taking this fight way too seriously. These ice swords are really fucking me. Because I feel like they're lowering the damage. We're all going to be poisoned now. No, we're not. We're not poisoned because we've got ribbons. Ah, I'm smart. I'm a smart boy. Okay, let's get some high potions out again. I don't want our HP to drop below like 300, because then you're at risk of like some bullshit happening. So if I can keep us around like the 500 to 700 range, that's fine. I really want to try null shock again, but I feel like it's not going to do anything. Nice 7-hit attack there. Let's hit auto attack to speed these animations up a bit. I'm just going to attack again next anyway, so... I feel like some characters are doing diddly dick damage wise, and then others are just doing tons. Alright, we're going to have to heal after this. There's also a risk of being poisoned, I think. This is a cool fight. This is like the first fight where I've had to... well, other than the Lich fight, that was a tough one. Ooh! That's why I want to keep our health higher. If he throws out like 2 of those in a row, that's most of our health gone. In fact, it really might be worth me grinding a bit off camera, just to make sure our levels are good for the final boss. Because I'm starting to think our HP is not going to be good enough. You mother... Well, health isn't too bad. we're dealing like really crap damage, and I'm not 100% sure why. Maybe this boss is just strong against like physical weapons. In which case, normally, like, you'd be throwing magic at it. Why did that do so much? His bites have never done that much before. That was ace-a-tree. This dude's... Aemeric's kinda not doing much damage, so I'm gonna let him throw the high potion over there. For some reason, the dude in the bottom slot is suddenly taking tons of damage. And Blink is kinda not helping us at all. It is cool to note how long buffs last. I guess they just last until the fight ends. Might be worth trying Bofur. What's Bofur? Bruh. You're hilarious, bro. That's actually your rap name. Hilarious Gizbo. Both of these twins? Okay. I'm mad that I laughed at that. You piece of shit. Oh my god, we did it. I was busy talking dumb jokes and just basically autopiloting the fight. Okay, we're like ready for the final boss now. I could grind up. Oh, it's 4 twin time. Here we go. Hey. Yeah, I could grind up, but it's probably better to not do that. Because I feel like I could finish the game today, which would be really cool. Like, how long are we at it? An hour 20? This is the Ultra Wind. Yeah. Get me the hell out of here. So I'm gonna go make the Excalibur, and then we can crack on. That's literally just a T-Rex. Get out of here. You asked me that last time. I think. But yeah, I'm gonna do them chronologically. Final Fantasy 2 will be next, and I'll probably start that on Friday, because I'm in Monday to Thursday next week at work. Let me just double check where the Dwarf Cave is. I think this is it. Mount Dwergar, maybe? Or is it Giant? No, it's not Giant's Cave, and nor is it the Sage's Cave. Yeah, it's probably this one here. Yeah, okay, he's like... Is it the guy in here? Yeah. Make sword, please. Yep, do the thing. I'll use this to make you the finest sword you'll ever wield. Get Kai headphones? I could get Kai headphones. I have Moogle headphones, but I'm not using them. Look at that shit. In all my years, I've never crafted a finer sword. Take her, she's yours. She's yours. She better be, I found that stuff. And I will never do the Scottish dwarf accent again. Now that's a sword. I'm gonna let Hoshfont have it because, like, his base damage is stupid good anyway. Which means Defender goes to... Let me check. Let me check stats. 31, 35, 31, 32. Okay, so... I'll give... He's got the Sunblade. Oh yeah, so I'll give Aemeric the Defender then. And then you can stick with Icebrand for now. Although I kind of want to give him Light Axe, because strong against undead. You go deal with stepping on a small man. I am gonna make sure that I'm ready for this finale, so I'm gonna check my checklist. Crafted the Excalibur, done. Go to a town of your choice and heal up. I don't believe there is any other weapons to get. Let me check the wiki. I really want to know if we found all the swords, to be honest, just because I'm pretty sure I have. Right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, actually, maybe not, because there's, oh wait, no, they're separate. There's, like, rare drops that I could go farm for, like the... That scared me. Like the, Ragnarok and stuff like that. Oh, actually, no, the Ragnarok's not available in this version of the game. Because that's, some bullshit. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure we're good to go. I could farm, like, the Black Knight for a Deathbringer, but there's no point. Alright, let's get to it. So, for this next dungeon, we'll have Temple of Chaos, and there's 3 levels to that, and then there's a map for Earth, Fire, Wind, Air, and then the final boss. Head to the Temple of Chaos to get started. Yeah, let's finish the fight. Let's Master Chief. I wasn't looking at the chat for most of that, so I missed some of the shit that you put there. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna head to this town and double stock is what I was gonna say. Double stock up. This is the first town too, so it's like thematically, you know, we went full circle. Why is my stick being weird? There we go. I mean, I'm just gonna cap out on everything. Look at all the money we have now. Just to make sure that I have absolutely no problems. I won't need any of this. I mean... Like, I can't even use tents and stuff, because we're going to be in the dungeon. Now, we have 4 casts of each type, and I have ethers. I need to remember to use those when I get, like, before, because we're going to... The finale of this game is basically... you run the 3 dungeons, and then there's a floor for each of the fiends that we've already fought, and you have to refight them. So I'm probably going to be using magic, especially for the Lich fight. Right. Okay. I don't... You know what? One thing I'm going to double check before I go is if I can buy X potions anywhere. Because they're probably just a rare drop. Yeah, they are. They're just a rare drop. And you can find, like, 2 of them. Right. I'm going to take a real short break just to hit the Wiz Palace, but I will be a moment. That's what I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my... Oh, shit. Oh, we're back. Right, we're ready to do the final boss. Let's get stuck in. Straight to it, because I don't want to mess around. Right, and I will save the... This is the final overworld save. How's the piss tank? Empty now. I'm just gonna save a few times just to make sure. Right, there we go. I don't believe there's any point of like exploring this, because the treasure on this floor is all like level 1 treasure, because you're supposed to scoop all that up when you first come here, but I just went straight to the boss. Oh, the bats in here are going to be the 5 bats that were mentioned. We're going to overkill these. But yeah, they're dishing 1 damage per hit. We're going to nuke them. I should have just ran away, because there's no point in actually fighting them. You said that twice! The piss tank and the piss tank. Oh, the piss stank. Oh, the piss stank. That's disgusting. You're filthy. You're nasty. Yeah, these 5 bats are the ones that were mentioned that got turned. They were like the warriors from Lufenia. Twin time. We each hold up a crystal or some shit, and then away we go. Yeah! You focus the light of the 4 shiny crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. 1 step forward and you'll travel 2,000 years back in time. So all the weird time travel shit started at Final Fantasy 1. And away we go. So we're in the Chaos Shrine, 2,000 years in the past. I'm going to assume that path to the top loops. There's no treasure that I can see, but that's probably good. Because that means I won't get distracted. Fucking black flans, I hate these flans. Flans are like the most annoying enemy type because they just do not get much damage from melee. Like the elemental weapons seem to do more, which is annoying. Who did I give Excalibur to again? Yeah, okay. Just making sure they've still got it and all that. It doesn't have any... Wrong button? It doesn't have any like castables, does it? No. It's just strong against all enemy types. A burnt flan would taste pretty bad. But also, it'd be dead. And that's good. Are you kidding me? This is like an empty room, but at least I can see where I need to go, right? No, I can't. This looks empty, but I'm gonna check just to make sure. I have no idea. Yeah, I was hoping this would be like a treasure chest. Which Final Fantasy game has a monkey with a gun? You joke, but fucking none of them. Why would they have a monkey with a gun? We're getting tons of XP in here, that's good shit. You're not wrong. Japan is why they might have a monkey with a gun. But, if there is one, it doesn't come to mind. Where am I going? I should have gone bottom right. Also, the music for this bit's sick. It's kind of a shame you can't like. Ooh, not bad level up set. Kind of a shame you can't go out into the world while it's in the past and like explore the overworld. Although I guess that would be like a whole other game of content. So not bad level ups all around there. I guess we just go straight through the next one. This place is just going to be like one annoying winding path, isn't it? Eating special noodles. You'd like to elaborate on that? That would be excellent. No pressure though. This is a safe environment to eat your special noodles in. You know what? I respect that. I don't want to know about your shitty special noodles. You noodly bitch. Let me heal up. Yeah, we're good. I'm not too worried about, like, overuse of potions, because we've got so many. It doesn't matter. That poison gas spell's so annoying. You walk into a fight and a bunch of green dragons fart on you, that's basically the spell. But it deals a lot of damage, like... Oh my god, did we just do over 1,000? That was sick. The secret is 3... Who puts ketchup on noodles? What? That's filth and you should feel bad. I've lost respect. Man, some of these big hits are good shit. I guess this room is gonna be like a teleporter, maybe. I shouldn't auto-fight this, but I am gonna start the fight like that. Okay, never mind. 1 XP for that? Cool. You drown chicken ramen in mayo and cheese. That... I wish you were joking too. That's disgusting. Is it... Do you at least use, like, Kewpie mayo? Like Japanese... Like Asian mayo, basically? Or do you use, like, our mayo? Because, like, their mayo's different. I don't believe you. I don't believe you that it's good. Oh. Time to bust a random solo. At the beginning of the game, you get the loot, and it has like no use for the whole game. And so you're like, whatever, I've just got a loot in my inventory. And then you do that. Okay, let me go back in there just so I can see all the rooms. I guess the way forward is top left. But they wouldn't put these rooms here for no reason. I can't believe you put Hellman's mayo in ramen. I'm genuinely upset about that. I might stop streaming right now. Dude, the fire effect on that candle is so nice! You seeing that? Look how good that looks. God damn. I feel like the visual effects in this game are better than most things. Like, the sprites are pretty good. Yeah, but the whole point of ramen is that it's noodle soup. You don't want to thicken it up with mayo. Not with, like, our mayo. Hellman's mayo is just, like, it's too... It takes the flavor of everything else. I like soba noodles most, because they actually don't have any of the soupy stuff. But, they, like, have a flavor packet and shit that you pour in, and it's basically, like, a syrup that you mix into it. That shit's good. But the sauce is really thick already. You should try the Nishin soba noodle ones. You've had them before, I'm sure. But yeah. They're a lot better than ramen, but they're a bit more expensive. So it can be a ball ache. Definitely. They're my favorite. You can get teriyaki chicken flavored ones. And they are like incredible. Okay, so where's our magic at now? Still got 4 casts. I always thought you got 2 per level, but I guess... Sorry, no, 1 per 2 levels. No, I guess that does kind of iron out. That's correct. I guess, yeah, cheap noodles as well don't really have, like, too much flavor to them, so you can kind of throw stuff in there to, like, enhance it, but I would never put cheese in ramen. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. I'm not too big on, like, tons of cheese anyway. I'm kind of particular. Like, I really like cheese, but I don't like lots of it. What? The map won't even go high enough for this area. At least it's just one corridor, so I don't have to worry too much. Cheese 4. My favorite of the cheese pentology. Pentology? My favorite game of the cheese line. Yo, look at all these deuces. Kill them. I'm pretty sure these have like an insta-kill. Oh, like an IV like into your body. See, I'm playing a Final Fantasy game where we use numerals. We're Roman here. So do as the Romans do, motherfucker. Alright, what was it I was gonna check? That dry ether is handy, but I'm gonna save it for a fight. Map. I was gonna check the map. So yeah, I need to go... I can go down the middle, I guess, and then to the right. Cheese 2 still hasn't dropped. When are they gonna get around to it? I've been waiting years for Cheese 2. I don't know why they skipped 2 and 3. It's like the Xbox. They went from like Xbox to Xbox 360. That's like 359, and then they rebooted the first one. Can I really not go past that? Why would that not be a gap? God damn it. Fix it, Sony Soft. Fix your console names. Oh, these deuces are... They really want to insta-kill us, but it's just not gonna happen. We should be completely safe from any insta-kills. I love that run cycle. We're coming up on the first of the boss rush too soon. You say so foul? Oh, it's an exclamation mark. I need glasses. Yeah, it's a cool run so far. We're about to do the final boss. Cool run. I'm actually impressed that the game's only took me as long as it has. Like, we're on 6.5 hours. That's pretty good. This is gonna be a boss fight. So, let's go. This is Lich. This was the one that gave me a ton of trouble. I'm gonna throw out a Null Shock and a Null Blaze. Can I silence Lich? Let's see. We got a Null Shock. Oh, I know why Null Shock is missing. It's actually just real. I just twigged in my head. We already have the effect of Null Shock and Null Blaze because of the ribbons, and I don't think it stacks, so it's missing because it can't stack on top of the effect we've already got. That makes a hell of a lot of sense, and also is bullshit. This is what I'm worried about. Ooh, that is a hefty hit. If you want to insta-kill this thing right now, that would be real tasty. Because it does more than I can heal in a turn. Like, if it did 4 flares in a row, which statistically it shouldn't, it could just kill me. Like, the odds of it doing that are pretty slim, but... Come on, hit with the Excalibur, do tons of damage. There it is. Compared to everyone else. There's no real reason to use any buffs, I don't think. Let's just wail away until he does flare again. That makes me almost shit myself. Okay, we're good. One boss down. There's technically 4 bosses left. There's the 3 refights of the fiends. And then there's the actual final boss. So we're gonna have another boss at the end of this floor. I think every floor from now on has a boss at the end. I'm actually really excited. So this one's pretty straightforward then. Oh, is there actually... There's treasure down there. Oh, there's a bunch of treasure down there. Ah, shit. Oh, they've got me. That's gonna waste resources getting to it. Yeah, dude, they gotta deal with Didney. That's how Kingdom Hearts got made. Kingdom Hearts it happened because they put Genie in Final Fantasy 1. That's canon, you can look that up. Right, so I'm thinking about magic now. If I can't use Null Shock and Null Blaze because there's no reason to, every fight is going to have to start with Protect and Blink to get my evasion and defense up. I don't have a way of getting magical defense up, so I'm just going to have to deal. He's Robin me Williams! Haha! Stop with Blaze, that's a good move. That's another possible Blue Mage move if this game had a Blue Mage mod. Which it should. I'd love to see it. I'm saying it now, if this game got a Blue Mage mod, I would actually replay the whole game with an all Blue Mage party. Blue Mages, I guess, would just be like Black Mages with a little bit more of a move pool. Right. Yeah, we'll do left first. I hope there's good weapons here. It would be really cool if we can find like some last minute, maybe a couple of pocket Excaliburs over here. Protect Ring, we've already got 4 of them on. Plus side, the enemies in here aren't too bad. Like we one-shot some of them and one ran away. Eating ramen, spoon or knife. I'm actually a dirty little weeb, so I use chopsticks. But if I had to use a spoon or a knife... Wait, what about a fork? I would use a fork and a spoon. Like spaghetti. Yeah. I guess I could use 2 spoons and like use them like chopsticks. That would be the only way. Oh, but they don't have any grip. Only one of each. Okay, I'll use a spoon and a knife. Another Sasuke blade. God damn it. This wasn't worth finding at all. I really should do like a normal run of this game just to like actually make use of all the different weapons. If I had to eat ramen with only a spoon or a knife, I guess I would go for the knife so I could chop it up into bits. Chop the noodles up into bits and then just drink it like soup. If I really had to do that. Christ. What would you do? Put your comments in the comment chat section. Comment below. Who you calling a clever girl? I'm clever as hell. And also I have a pee-pee. So... God damn it. Okay, we're sitting at 1 hour 50. Not bad. Protect Cloak, that's kind of useless. I don't feel like this is going to be worth getting, but I'm gonna go get it anyway. Because what if though? Like, what if it's cool? And also, I guess the XP isn't that bad. It's not like I can't heal up before the next boss. I just hope the next floors don't have this much treasure. You'd use a spoon and twist it up into a big ball that you could bite. Yeah, but you gotta, like... How's it gonna grip onto the spoon? It'll just slide off. An elixir. That's actually not a bad find. Could have been a lot worse. An elixir is like something I can actually use in the final boss. If things get really dire. So, your strategy is to cover the spoon in Gorilla Glue and then use that to catch the ramen in a bowl. Those level ups are okay. Really could have done with some more strength, to be honest. Well, it's a bold strategy, and I would like to watch you do that, so you should stream it, frankly. I want to see it happen. In fact, I want to be there in real life when you stream it. Alright. Okay, here we go. Boss number 2. I like the sprite for this one, they did a really good job. I'm pretty sure this fight is mostly just like physical attacks. There's probably some magic I don't remember. Oi! Oi! No! No! You don't advertise your stream. No! I'll ban you! Whoa! There's some magic, but we're okay because we've got good elemental defenses up. You know what? I'm gonna throw a round of protects out. Yeah, it's also not your name, so you just... Let's click on it. Let's see where it goes. Oh, channel doesn't exist. Well, now someone can make that, and you've just given them a shout-out. You've just given a random person a shout-out. It could be literally anyone. Right. Let's throw some protects out. HP is really good. To be honest, this fight should be pretty straightforward. I've probably over-prepared by casting a bunch of spells, but better to be safe than sorry. The music is pretty epic. I feel like I should probably... Wow, I'm not saying that out loud. Holy shit. Fuck you. Don't try it. Don't do that. Don't make me say stuff. Alright, I need to heal really badly. Oh, never mind. We're good. We were on like half-ish health. Actually, not even quite on half-ish. That kind of language, young man, will get you banned in the chat. Tut tut tut. Yeah, but it sounds bad. Okay, we nice and healed. Dude, Aymeric has so much health compared to the others. It's actually really annoying. Alright, ethers aplenty. Let's go to the next floor. Hopefully, this is famous last words, but hopefully they're relatively straightforward from here. There's no treasure in that middle room, so there's no real reason to check it. And I don't think there's a reason to go to the right-hand side either. It doesn't actually matter which way we go in here. I'm gonna check this room even though I know we don't need to. Let me just refresh my chat because I think it's being a bit dodgy. I can't see chat for the next 1 second. Okay. Back to it. Yeah, there's nothing in here. What a waste of time. Alabama! That's it, banned. If I just really didn't like Alabama for some reason, like... It was a bannable term in my chat. You know what? I'll go a big stretch while this fight goes on. Because sitting down and gaming for 2 hours straight without moving is kinda not great. Alright. La Bamba D's nuts. I don't know, I'm sorry. Man, we're really buff. Our team have so much health. I would have liked to have get them to the level cap. I mean, it could still happen, but it's unlikely. Not level cap, sorry, health cap. So I don't know if it caps out at 999 or if it just, like, keeps going. Aimric's not far off, but he's not going to get there while we're on this run. Can I not read these? That's kind of lame. I was hoping they'd be like, here lies Link. Again. Then you have to figure out which grave's the real one. To the right. Oh, it's another boss fight. Let's just kill these for the XP. At this point, I'll take all the XP we can get because I really want to. I really want to get some more levels before Chaos. Don't say shit like that. Fuck you. Don't say shit like that. There's a little figure there. There's a little Moogle. This little dude. He's okay. He's not sad. There's also a Hootle from Tales of Arise, but we're not playing a Tales game, so fuck that owl. No, I'm kidding. The owl was actually a sent to me by Bandai Namco, which I'm really pleased with. It was a cool little like gift. Right, Kraken. I don't remember much about this fight, so I'm just gonna start it the same way I've started every fight so far. Throw out some blinks. We should be... yeah, we're relatively safe when it comes to AoE magic. Thankfully. Yeah, Atari sent me it, bro. Super Nintari. Let's get some protects out as well. It's a real shame we don't have any magic protection spells, but you can't learn those for white mages at below level 3. Or level 3 magic specifically. Ooh, that was a big hit. That was a lot of damage, so I'm gonna have to keep an eye on that and heal up individually if that happens. Chuck a high potion on him. Ooh, nice miss. Some weapons just don't deal any damage, do they? Just to spite me. No point healing up after that, really. I guess the guy at the bomb could probably do with it. The guy at the bottom. As if I didn't name him and then carry him in my team for the whole game. Hey, we got Cool Warrior! Cool Warrior! Bro, is that a nacho? In this economy? So, I can heal blind from Cool Warrior. He gets rid of the glasses. I'm not gonna, because, to be completely honest, blindness is not a like bad status effect in this game, or at least for these characters. I am gonna start throwing some high potions out. Oh, never mind. I was about to say this fight's going pretty well anyway, so I'm not worried about health. But we killed it. So that's 3 bosses down, 2 left, including the final boss. At this point of the run, it's all pretty pretty safe. I should also use ethers here. I'm making this look easy, but to be completely honest, it's not difficult. Is there going to be treasure down here? There's one room with treasure in it, I bet. Oh, there'll be fuck all in it, but I'm gonna go there. Oh, it's all the way down there too. Screw it. I need the XP. Fuck this game. I mean, we're absolutely nuking enemies anyway, so it's not really that big a problem, but... Yeah, this run is surprisingly easy. It's because you don't have to worry too much. Like, early on, you've got problems with things like poison, and just generally keeping yourself alive with when status effects hit you. Outside of that, it's not too bad. Because by the time you reach like halfway through the game, your team's really strong. Like after you kill Lich, basically, the first fiend, your team can take most hits. Good level ups because they all got strength. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Please be good. A Masamune, can I equip that? I can! Ugh! It's actually worth having. Okay. Who has the highest strength? Come on, there we go. Harshant definitely has the highest, followed by Emmy, so... How is the Masamune better than Excalibur? And then I'll give the Sunblade to Aimeric, and then you get the Defender. Nice. Okay. Let me check their armor real quick, actually. We have a spare diamond shield. Let's give that to the one with the lowest health, so that'll be you. Diamond gloves are kind of worthless. Yeah, let's stick with what we've got for everyone else. Like, it's kind of a shame that I don't have a fourth ribbon. Maybe there's one in this dungeon. Although, to be honest, I don't really need it, because the only status effect that I'm scared of is insta-kill. And, I mean, it's no biggie. We're clearly handling it. Booga the size of the baseball. What, on me? I'll beat you up. I'm volatile right now. I'll throw hands. Like Rayman. Throw him through the screen. On you, well, get a little tishy-wishy. Oh. Well, that's pretty gross. As a famous epic line from the epic show Family Guy once went, that's nasty. And you can quote that, because I just did, and it's a terrible quote from a terrible show. I can't keep it up. I can't keep the lie up. Epic, though. Yo! Yo! That's part of my epic FF1 montage. I deal 1,200 damage in one hit, and then I'm like, yo! And the dubstep kicks in. And then I get signed up with FaZe Clan. And then I get my own controversy. I get to start my own Bitcoin and then rip people off? Was that FaZe? I hope it was, because I'm just laying into them. Right. We're getting low on potions now. But we actually do have, like, Cure and Cure It, and I have Cure and Cure It, and I have tons of ethers, so, yeah. Dream Final Fantasy VII movie casting. None. Just don't. Just don't cast for that movie. It doesn't need to happen. It's just an empty movie with no characters there. Also, this dude hits. Tiamat hits hard. Starting to get scared that I'm gonna have to leave and grind. Jason Momoa as Cloud. I mean, you could do worse. Like, we could put Michael Cera as Cloud, which would be very funny. Because he'd be quietly like, let's, mosey, I guess? That would be what he... That would be his hit line. That'd be in the trailer, actually. Let's freaking mosey. Alright, I'm gonna let Willem Dafoe as Aerith. I mean... yes, I actually approve of that. I'm turning Atwarel into the healer from this point on, by the way. Because he has the worst weapon and the lowest overall damage output. I say while someone deals 7 damage, but I think that might just be because of the weapon they've got equipped. But if anyone needs like a singular heal, he will throw it out. At the moment, we're probably fine to just start slamming on him. It's when he starts casting Thunder repeatedly that's the problem. Like right now. We're not taking a ton of damage, but I have to take a turn just to throw high potions out. And his normal attacks do actually still slap, like... That's not... That damage is no joke. Right, just throw out some normal attacks. Ooh, nice fucking block! Hell yeah! You'd love to see it. Blizzard should be okay, yeah. Any elemental multicaster should be fine now. Chris Pratt as Sephiroth. Stop ruining Final Fantasy VII. Chris Pratt as Sephiroth. I'm gonna do one more round of attacks, and then we'll heal after this one. Yeah, that feels right. Who would play Sid? The loud-mouthed, swearing Sid. Actually, if we want to make Sid be, like, really small, Danny DeVito could probably pull him off. We could also get your grandma in. That's definitely an option that we are exploring here at Square Enix. Hi, it's me, Mr. Square Enix. Alright, I don't think we need to heal again for a sec, so let's just keep wailing. I'm hoping for more of those big hits. The Masamune is not doing as much damage as I would hope, but I think it's because Tiamat has physical resistances. Whew, there we go. Good fight. Nice and clean. So with all 4 fiends refought, and bearing in mind we're in the past, so this is when the 4 fiends are at their like strongest. We've gone back in time to before they were weakened. Well, that's the theory anyway. Right. So we need to get into that room. There's no treasure or anything. No point exploring. Let's just go. And I'm pretty sure... Oh my god, Mind Flayers. They probably would fuck us up if we didn't have a preemptive. We're dealing big damage, but like... I think they have a bunch of really annoying spells. There's Chaos. I'm gonna quick save twice just to make sure. Alright, final boss time. Nothing silly in the chat, it's serious time. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia in present day. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Remember from the beginning of the game? We killed him. But this is him in his prime. The 4 great forces... Wait, but the 4 great forces saved me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the 4 fiends into the future. But they shall once again use the 4 great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. It's just a big old time loop. The whole game is just a big old time loop. And now he digivolved. But I will be reborn again here, so even as you die again and again, I shall return, born again to this endless cycle that I have created. Oh! Okay, that's some good pixel art, we're doing it. Let's get set up. Same again, throwing out some blinks. I'm not sure how useful blink even is, because I'm... Oh my god. We're gonna struggle. This is gonna be awful. If he's dealing 300 damage per hit with one spell, then I have to take 2 turns to heal it. I just misplaced that too. Thunderger, that's only 100 damage. That's not so bad. Oh, I'm trying to think of how I can actually do this. Because I think I'm going to need to level up. Let's see how much damage we do. This is just hitting too hard. It deals 300. Like... Cura doesn't do enough healing. I also didn't use any ethers when I came in here, so... But I don't need more than one level 1 cast, really, at this point. See, I could go... I've got 3 elixirs, but I don't use those. Scourge, no. Saber gives us a damage boost. I'm just gonna have to throw out some heals again and hope that he doesn't do too much. Oh my god, he hits hard too. This is a genuine problem. What if I let them stay dead and just focused on keeping a small number of party members alive? It sounds mean, but... Because when he does flare, it's going to deal shit tons of damage to everyone anyway. So if I minimize the number of deaths and just drag the fight out... Like, Aimer it... Okay, you can... He's our strongest, so he needs to... He needs to stay alive, then we just do attack. And this dude can heal himself by 999. I feel like I'm being punked. I feel like there's some trick here that I'm not following. Because that's bullshit. Maybe I'm just underleveled, but... Ah, fuck, he's dead. Okay, let's just keep a small number alive. See, the real problem as well is that I can't deal... Like, a black mage could deal a ton of damage. Oh god. Okay. I know I've casted that on the wrong person, but it will still land on me. Fuck it. Oh, we're dead. Right. So there's no trick here, I just need to get stronger. Okay. So the grinding will begin. Luckily I quick saved, so yeah, I can just head back to this. There's no real equipment changes I can make. Like, this is the best gear that I've got. Right, I am gonna grind up in my own time. And then next time when I come back, it'll be a short one, but we will be right here, maybe, or we'll be at the beginning of the tower. and we'll do this fight, and we'll win. I'm not sure how far I'll need to grind, but, like, I'm gonna need, like... Let's have a look. I think the stat that judges your defense is stamina, I think. So we're gonna need, like, a lot more stamina. If he was dealing 300 damage per hit... And magic damage is calculated differently. And I have, equipment that resists a lot of it, like fire and ice is protected there. Ribbons, they reduce elemental damage. Right, leave this one with me, and I'll mull it over, I'll level up, and we'll be back sometime next week, relatively late in the evening, I think. Or if it's Friday, it'll be during the day. And then, if we finish it on a Friday, I will immediately start Final Fantasy II straight afterwards. But yeah, for now, I guess that's it. 2 hours, 16 minutes, that's a good stream. I'm coming back to this. We are so close to winning. I really want to win. I do not want to give up on this. We're like right there. He's there. Chaos is right there. We're coming back to it. I'll see you guys next time.